What is going on YouTube? Hey, I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XLM, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we are still doing our Bitcoin crypto coin display giveaway. As you guys can see here on the screen, we are doing the drawing once again on this Saturday, upcoming Saturday. So you do have a chance to enter it, and all you have to do to enter is just comment that you've subscribed down below because I am checking, as well as your favorite cryptocurrency. That's it. All you have to do is those two steps by commenting your favorite crypto as well as that you've subscribed to the channel to be entered to win one of these bad boys for $130 for completely free shipped to you. Otherwise, what we're going to be looking at more in depth into today's episode is obviously the interesting formations, at least that I think are happening within XRP. Yesterday, we had a huge wicked candle that shot us all the way up to the upside as well as to the downside, very similar to what we were mentioning back early in May, I think May 6th. We had a very similar incidence that's currently happening again today. And I just want to talk about it a little more, just so we can figure out the appropriate time to be buying into this coin. Otherwise, we are going to be looking at a few other things. Obviously, XLM is now back on the board. I don't remember. We probably reviewed XLM a few weeks ago, and I think we were talking about its bottom. We'll probably have to find some old videos to just compare it. But yeah, we were talking about like a bottom. We immediately bounced off that bottom and shot all the way up to the upside. So very similar, stair-stepping formation. We're going to look at Bitcoin, which currently does not look too good. Same thing with Ethereum. Otherwise, though, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to join us over at Discord as we have over 1,100 people currently involved in our Discord. It's completely free, just a great way to chat about cryptocurrency, figuring out better, positions in cryptos to buy in or short, and just talking about the news and the media. So definitely, I'll see you over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, before we jump into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to Evo DeFi for sponsoring today's episode. Until now, modern approaches of well-known yield farms stood on entry fees, buybacks, burns, lotteries, and other mechanisms to improve tokenomics viability. Yet it seems to not be enough for most of the farms to remain sustainable. Evolution Project is the first to introduce elastic emissions of token per block, making the next step in the yield farming industry. It adds powerful layers of tokenomics and strengthens sustainability of the farm. Emission is tied up with the price of the token. It speeds up when the price goes up and slows down when it drops. Such correlation will significantly improve stability of the farm. Evo DeFi has now integrated with Polygon as well, which is pretty cool. Polygon has low fees, fast transactions, and has proven to be more stable. It has a big community, and deploying their D app on Polygon gives them access to this market. It's a great deal for Evo DeFi, and by the way, it is live on the CoinMarketCap already. Make sure to check them out with the links in the description. Otherwise, let's jump into the technical analysis. Alright guys, as you can see, I am on the current CoinMarketCap. Quick refresh, not looking too good. We're down about 10% overall today. And we're really starting to see a lot of red. I mean, I don't remember the last time we had a week where we saw 2 days of, bearish consolidation where markets were down double digits. It's really been quite some time since I've seen that. Probably a few months ago where we saw, maybe one day of just bearish market, and then like 4 or 5 days went by and then we saw another day of a bearish market. But this isn't new. I'm not surprised. I don't feel bad, but this is definitely pretty crazy. Notice this, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand this. They think, okay, all these cryptocurrencies are acting in different, and it's not necessarily the case. When Bitcoin drops 9%, every cryptocurrency in the space will lose volume in some way. Look at this. Every crypto here is down 10%. It's very interesting. But it really doesn't matter what cryptocurrency you've purchased. They all seem to reverse downwards. Now, obviously, there are some cryptos that just, are doing its own thing. Like, we have right here Revain, which is up 30%, CeeLo, which is up 20%. But for the most part, coins do not, act independently from Bitcoin. It's usually not the case. So we are seeing entire markets down today. Doge is down to 49 cents, which isn't really too bad. Obviously, all the other cryptocurrencies are getting hit a lot harder. But what's interesting is to dive into the technical analysis. Yesterday, we left off at a very interesting level. Specifically, this major downtrend we had on the coin. Yesterday, we were actually, when I was making the video, we were a little bit higher than our resistance. The downtrend that we had on the coin, we were actually trading above, and we were currently bouncing off about $1.62 support level. Now, what was interesting is I really wanted to kind of make this a no-brainer to some people. I feel like everyone was very eager to buy in, as was I, of course. I really wanted to buy back into this and just capitalize off the run, but we have to play it conservative. When we play things conservative, there's a better chance that we can minimize risk and increase profits. And what I've noticed from that is that's why we didn't buy in yesterday. We waited for the candle to close. And where did it close? Below its downtrend. Very interesting. When we saw us breaking above resistance here, I compared it to back in May 6th right here. You can see on May 6th where we had a very similar movement. Earlier in the day, we actually were above our downtrend. We went very high. And then, would you look at that throughout the day, we fell all the way below it and closed below the downtrends. So it happens, fairly often in crypto. So I would not be surprised. Now notice we are using our support. We are using a slight uptrend here, and we are coming to an end very soon. We discussed about, for this coin, it's very soon. You can see I'll pull up the 4-hour on XRP. We don't really have that much time left. You can see it right here. It's about, maybe the 19th, the latest. We're currently on the 17th, if that. And there's a good chance we'll probably pop way before we end filling this gap here. It's usually what happens. Coins pop off before. So right now, a lot of people are confused. When do we buy in? Where do we buy in? Things of that nature. Now, I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion on when I'm personally going to be buying in. I'm no financial advisor. It's just my trades and my thoughts. We did a quick move to like $1.56. We didn't actually close above there, which wasn't good yesterday. We got to wait for these candles to actually close resistance above that. And we're seeing a very similar movement today as we did yesterday. So it really all comes down to how we close today's candle. If today's candle, which has about 12 hours left, closes below resistance, which there's a good chance, we have to wait patiently. But really, there's key vital supports and resistances. And I'm going to make this easier for everyone here on the channel. I'm going to draw them in yellow. Hopefully that now makes things a little bit easier for when we should be buying in and when we should be selling out. So now everything is in yellow. So you can see clearly the difference that I'm referring to. Obviously, this is the top resistance at $1.62. I don't plan to put any money into XRP unless I see a bullish break that confirms above $1.62 in price. Vice versa, if we close and start correcting lower, I don't plan on buying in until we break through bottom support, which would be around $1.26. Now, I know these are fairly long and extended, supports and resistances. There's about maybe a 40 to 38 cent spread, which I understand, and that's okay. Reason being is because, playing this conservatively, we've seen swings like this before. You can almost see XRP's coin trade inside here. Notice that. It almost looks like we're trading inside there. So with that information, this seems to be the vital resistance. This seems to be the vital support. Notice when we've broken through that support, we've fallen at a fairly, aggressive rate. We haven't really seen much on the top here. We have broken through it, but really what we're looking for is that confirmation closure or support level where we close below bottom support here at $1.27 and we buy in for a short, which would pull us all the way down to maybe 91 cents. We buy in for a bull run. We close the daily above $1.61. We shoot all the way up to about $1.94, if not higher. Right now, markets are definitely starting to, really feel this bear market. It's unfortunate. It's upsetting. I don't want it to happen, but it is a part of cryptocurrency. It is a part of, this market. These dips and these reversals happen. We've seen it, back in 2017. I've been talking about it probably for about a month or two now. When you get a lot of people in cryptocurrency that don't know anything about it, talking about it, giving financial advice, and everyone on TikTok and stuff like that, talking about when the next buy-in opportunity is, when the next short opportunity is, and they haven't even been in the space that long, and they've only experienced a bull market, which is different. If you've, experienced a recession, you'll probably be a little bit easier on your money than just dumping it all into the market, into the stock market. Vice versa, if you've been in, cryptocurrency long enough where you've experienced $20,000 fall to $4,000 in less than a year or a year and a half, you'd probably be a little less eager to throw all your money into crypto again, noticing what's exactly happening. So we have to let this market play out right now. I know that's unfortunate. Yesterday was a prime example. If we had bought in at any point yesterday, we would have been down money. It's that simple. We shot all the way up to $1.62, did not break through resistance, and reversed all the way back down to literally our bottom support. We actually retested the uptrend here, which is very interesting to me. We pinged off the uptrend, we shot back up and closed right below resistance, very similar to what we saw back in early May. So we really have to just pay attention to what exactly is happening now. We could even zoom into the 4-hour. Not that it's going to be that useful. We are bouncing kind of on and off this moving average on the 4-hour. I'm not looking for a 4-hour candle to close. I'm looking for the daily, much stronger resistance and support levels. So really it all comes down to where exactly we want to see this XRP chart go. It's very similar where we're going to be buying in and selling short. That's pretty much the update, as you guys would understand. If we break through this, we short it to the downside. It's that simple. It's that easy. But it's going to be big, guys, and it's not going to happen, slowly. It's going to be a big, harsh, aggressive, drop, and we may actually see a candle shoot all the way up like this on the first candle and then close, and then we might go a little bit higher and then reverse downward. It's possible. We have to consider that, but when we're investing conservatively, we have to wait for candles to close. We're not going to buy in on a candle running because that's a much more aggressive, hourly style of trading. When you're looking at daily trades, you want to give yourself at least a day to be buying in and selling off. So I'm waiting for this candle to close. It'd be unfortunate if we see another, major pocket rocket like this, where, as we know, we're looking for $1.62 to close, and we shoot all the way up to about $1.95 and then close the candle here. That'd be unfortunate, but that is what it is. We can then put in a, a short position, stop loss here, and then anticipate a run up. We can move the stop loss up, and then eventually it might correct downwards. But right now, markets are leaning definitely more towards a bearish signal. XRP really doesn't look that bad. I mean, you see on the market here, most cryptos are down entirely, which is insane. Like, everything is down. It's another bear market entirely. But I am not worried in the slightest, as we're getting ready to short this market. Obviously, we can use BitYard to short it, leverage trade it, everything under the sun. Very, very, very happy about that. You can definitely check it out in the description down below. It's going to be big, guys. I'm very excited to see what happens because this doesn't just happen. We've seen movements like this before, and they always end in some big volume, spike. So we don't have much time left on here. You can see we're starting to face uncertainty. We're starting to see a lot of bulls and bears fighting each other, creating these massive wicked candles. But eventually this all comes to an end, and we are going to be surprised with what comes. So pay very close attention to XRP, because XRP is one of those cryptos that actually has a beautiful analysis that we can follow and chart and understand. As for the other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, unfortunate. We're starting to create this descending fractal that I drew. This descending triangle, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, we did bounce off the moving average on the 4-hour. We're starting to reverse lower. This was expected. I mean, you guys kind of knew where I was anticipating the markets to go. I've been saying for quite some time now that at any point we're probably going to come back to our beautiful ascending fractal. As you guys can see, this, even though this is extremely aggressive, it's nothing like this major bull run. But it was all expected and anticipated that at some point we would probably start to see the market reverse back downwards to at least come back inside this, movement right here. As you guys can see, major bearish cross on the 4-hour, or sorry, on the daily. A lot of people are going to start to dump. I just want you guys to know, like, there's a lot of, I wish I could see what's in Robinhood, like how much money is in Robinhood Bitcoin. Like, I'm really curious to see how much movement would happen. I don't know how much money, how much liquidity is in Robinhood for Bitcoin. I really have no idea. All I know for sure is a lot of traders, unlike us, we're in this niche. We're on crypto TV. We're so much more, advanced and higher up than everybody else in the space, especially now. Everyone that's coming from TikTok, everybody that's coming from, YouTube or wherever they are, only really understand a few trading platforms. Coinbase Pro, maybe, and Robinhood. They don't know about BitYard. They don't know about Binance. They probably can't use Binance. We're a lot more advanced than them. And what that means is we're going to start to see people, unfortunately, not short markets, but we're going to see them pull their money out. They're going to sell at a loss and pull their money out. And they're probably already starting to do that by the whales and by the major shorts that are coming. And most people are probably, at least in 2021, are on Robinhood, and they only know how to just sell their profits. They don't know how to short it. So what I can almost imagine or expect is to see big reversals and big dumps in the market just as quickly as we rallied up. We'll probably see the same reversal to the downside. What does that mean for us? It means we can short it, baby. It means we can use Ethereum right here and short it as we start to fall. We could probably today correct all the way back down to 2,800 in the next couple of days. That's a big short opportunity. But there's a good chance we're probably going to see most of these markets start to reverse lower. Bitcoin was something we discussed in the past. We discussed that there's obviously the big bearish divergence that's forming. We were looking for a pattern like this. It's very possible. Just because we didn't really have any real formations, we didn't see any, price adjustments or understanding, and we were kind of just figuring things out, drawing patterns, drawing supports. It didn't really hold very well. Granted, we didn't have a bottom support that we found yet. Now I'm starting to see, some sort of support level. It looks more like this, but we don't have enough movement yet to really confirm it. I mean, I can leave it like this, but nothing I'm going to draw right now is going to be accurate. I just want you guys to understand this. I'm just leaving it up to figure things out. I'm looking for some sort of, bottom support, looking for some sort of uptrend we can follow, some sort of support level we can use. Obviously, there's nothing quite just yet because there's only been about maybe 1-2 confirmations at most. But we just need this to continue to play out. Maybe we'll break lower. Maybe we'll use this finally as a support. But as you guys can see, things appear to be hitting the top. It appears like Ethereum has hit all-time highs. It appears Bitcoin has hit all-time highs. Obviously, it would be unfortunate. I mean, you can see Bitcoin is correcting lower. Ethereum has corrected lower. XRP has actually just been trading stable. So this may act independently. I also know that when, back in 2018, when Bitcoin shot its massive price to $20,000 and then started to cap off and correct downwards, that's when all the volume went into XRP and XRP exploded up. So we'll see if that works. We'll see if that does something similar because there may still be, potential for volume now. People are literally just moving their volume out of Bitcoin and into other alts. They're taking it out, and then they might start to, leave the market entirely. So we'll see exactly how that trades. It's unfortunate for Bitcoin, but there still was this major descending fractal, bearish divergence that was forming on this coin. The second we confirmed this back in February, we probably confirmed it back in March. April, May, June, maybe end of mid-March to early April, somewhere around there. I forget exactly when. We discovered this massive bearish divergence on here. Then we hit the top resistance. So it was clearly before April, 100%. It's probably back in March. We started to see the reversal, and we knew this. We were creating these, this downtrend on the relative strength indicator. We were creating a beautiful uptrend here, and then we started to reverse downwards. I think this is just the beginning, guys, of a major pull, which could easily shoot us down to 30 grand very easily. So, I think long-term now, shorting the market might be the moves. We're creating these lower high formations across the board, and that doesn't necessarily look good for buying in long. So, guys, the market's ours, time to short, time to get in. This is what we've been waiting for. Just because we miss out on a run to the upside, don't mean we got to miss out on the run to the downside. It's actually a little easier to trace and track a reversal, at least to me, because we've already had the history of it going up. It's much easier for us to, find those trends going down. Lastly, XLM, very interesting coin, may follow the same. Let's see if XLM is actually down today. Probably is just as much as the other cryptos. Where is XLM? Stellar Lumens is down about 9.76%. Not too bad. But you guys can see the beautiful stair-step formation. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. Obviously, as we know, every time we hit top resistance, we tend to reverse downwards. Happens over and over again. We just retested that the other day. That's actually insane. At about 75 cents. The second we retested about 73 cents, we corrected all the way back down to 58 in a day. In a day, guys. This is a very strong support and resistance. It's very obvious. It's very clear here. So let's just let it play out. If we trade back upwards and retest that again, 76 cents this time, expect to see a big dump to the downside. XLM looks good though. It looks very easy to chart. This is beginner friendly. This is textbook, so I'm not too worried. As for the S&P 500, then we'll wrap up today's video. I'd like to see how today pans out. I'd like us to go higher, but we'll see. We look good on the daily finally, trading at about 53 on the relative strength indicator, so we don't look bad. Just would like us to continue to either trade stagnant here. That'd be ideal. We just trade stagnant until June, mid-June, and then start to head up. That'd be amazing. But unlikely that we'll do that. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Make sure to enter our giveaway by commenting subscribed in your favorite crypto. Make sure to join us over at Discord, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.